this first without veil because there's a lot of changing arm positions and there's a lot of intricate things happening with the hips that I want you to be able to see. And then we'll go back and fill in the veil work because of all the changing arm positions, the veil tends to want to get tangled, so we'll address some of the issues surrounding that and give you some suggestions in case it does happen, what you can do from there. So we just finished the tahiyya, hip bump. So we've spun, arms come down, up, and we're prepped with the right foot. You're going to come up on the balls of your feet, and the feet are going to go right, left, left, and slightly out as your hips go down and up. So you'll end up in our nice basic posture here. So we're going to add a hip circle on top of that. So we'll go right, step out, go down, up, and in. Left arm is going to come down and flip the veil. So right now you can just think about maybe moving the palm down to up and then leaving the left arm. It doesn't matter if the hand is out or in, it's up to you at this point. Next thing, the arm is going to cross the stomach. And we're going to step 4 times again with the feet. Right. The last one, you're going to step out a little bit larger, but we're also turning around ourselves with this. So let's try to turn without any hip work. We've crossed here. We're going to 1, 2, 3. On 3, you should be facing the sort of back corner. 4, you're going to be facing directly back if you're working sort of on a square stage. And the 4th step is going to be a little bit larger. As you turn, your weight is going to be forward so that you have room to step back onto your left. 1, 2, 3, slightly bigger step, 5. So you have just a very minuscule moment of transferring the weight forward before adjusting so that you can sort of propel yourself backwards. I'll do this sideways to the camera so you can see where the travel is happening. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I need just a moment to free my foot so that I can step back and sit into it at the same time a little bit more comfortably. Now I know some people really have a hard time with the deep bends and plies, so the best suggestion I can give you is work at your own pace. If you need to make it smaller, that's totally acceptable. This is just how my body dances. Use it as a suggestion and then play with it and see how you might need to adjust. Okay, so on top of this, we're going to be adding a vertical hip circle. But our hips are also going to be twisting at the same time. So your hip's going to come up and twist, up and twist. And every time that you're about to come down, you're stepping on that foot and then letting it push off. Push off. 1. Let's just go around ourselves a few times doing that. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll do it a few times facing the camera for you. On an angle. And then facing the mirror. And really slow. Okay, so that helps everybody. And if you can, do this all in relevant. This has a sort of lifted, stretching feeling in this part of the music. So we're really working on that gooey, pulley, and contracting sensation. I really like this texture a lot in my dancing. So there is a lot of this elasticity, feeling that happens through it. And particularly on this one, you can really heighten the movement or heighten the cuteness and excitement when you're here. You're really pushing up through the hip, letting the energy come out from the ground all the way up. Your leg is super straight when you're doing this, so you can even like lean back and look over your shoulder a little bit. Depending on how your audience is placed in the environment, this is a really good opportunity to connect with people in a 360 way. Or even if your audience is just here, you can connect with people in these different corners and give them a little bit different attitude. So this works really well. Okay, so we're going to be twisting, moving our bodies in a circle or on one spot, and then stepping back and slowly rising. As we're rising, our shoulders are going to go roll, roll, and the left arm is going to come up towards the head. So because we have the veil during this part, you really want to make sure that the hand is nice and flat, because that's going to help detangle the veil as we go. So it's going to cut through and pull the veil up, while the other one is still wrapped around your hands here, and it'll be placed at the hip. And then we're going to squat down again. So it's this really cute little attitude. You can be tilted forward towards the audience, or you could tilt a little bit to the side. You could even put yourself on an angle, depending on how you want to present this movement. I think working on an angle is a really nice option. So you can adjust yourself as needed at the end of this motion by adjusting where your foot is. And then lean forward. We're going to make three little circles. The counts are with floor, but we're making 3 circles with the shoulder. 1, 2, 3, 4. You're going to sort of emote cuteness. 1, 2, 3, 4, and push the hips up and forward to go drop, drop. The hand's going to stay on the hip the whole time, and I want to be clear and showing you, so I'll come a little bit closer. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Push the hips forward, drop, drop. Hips are going to slide back, and then you're going to sort of turn your butt towards whichever direction this is. If it's your audience, it's your audience. If it's a wall, and then twist back into your neutral position. So I'll do that here again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Your hands are going to do something on 8. It's back of the veil. After that, you're going to step onto your left and make left moving hip circles. So we've just gone around ourselves here. We've rolled. The arm comes up on 8. And we're going to get really cute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Push the hips 6, 7, 8. And then step 1, 2, 3. Good. Quick turn. 5, 6, 7, 8. So the left hip circles are going to go around yourself. So I'm going to do it one more time in place, and then we'll add the turn in. So we've gone 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this is another vertical hip circle. You can make it twist if you want, but I'm not really thinking about making this twist. This is really a nice clean vertical, and the arms are going to frame that. And it's at the end of the phrase, so it's almost an afterthought. It is not the focal, but rather sort of this cascading thing of accent before the next section, if that makes sense. Hopefully it does. So I'll face the camera one more time for that. We will go 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4. Quick turn. 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, now with the turn on the big circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Left, 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 right, left. 1, 2, circle, rest. Okay, let's try with the music before we add the veil. Two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 5, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, back. 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn. 5, 6, 7, 8. More time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Roll. Up. Roll. Circle. 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 Drop. Drop. Circle. Left. 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 Right. Roll. Circle. One more time. Circle. 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 Lift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Left leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. More time. 1, 2, 3, One, two, three, four, and 5. Okay, so let's look at the veil. We're going to start in that same position we talked about last time. So I'm going to do my best to keep this between the middle and the first finger, and it usually sort of crosses the middle finger like this. We're going to go through a lot of different positions, so you want to have just a little bit of slack. So we've already done this, to come down and up. So we're already in this position. So let's go from the turn. Turn, down, up. We're going to stay here, here, here. Left arm is going to come down, and the palm is going to come up towards the ceiling. And you're going to flip the end of the veil over your arm. So let's try this a couple times. So you're going to need to sort of make a circle with your hand with a little bit of force. One more time. Up. Nice, and up. Good. The left arm is going to stay up. I think I tend to usually have my arm facing out, but honestly I don't pay a whole lot of attention to that. It doesn't really seem to make a difference. You can see what you like better in the mirror, if it seems to look nicer here, but I think in order to get the right amount of tension, I tend to be pointing my fingers out towards that corner, which means my palm is facing away from me. Down, up, circle, 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 dip, rest for a second, arms will come down, and flip. You're going to pull this across your stomach. So you might end up with a really long tail like I have, which is something to be aware of. You probably won't step on it if your feet are really close together, but that's a possibility. So you might need to be aware of that while you're practicing. As we know, if you've worked with veils before, they tend to have a mind of their own. So rather than trying to force the veil to do what you want it to do, you sort of have to be prepared to work with what the veil is doing in the moment, especially if you have fans or a breeze or other external forces at play in your performance environment or practice environment. Okay, so we have gone flip, we've crossed, we've done our little circly thing, so we'll have 4, 5, and you're going to bring the arms down. This is honestly different every time I do it. Because the arm, this one is already flipped, I've decided that our goal in this choreography is to try and get this one flipped as well. So it doesn't really matter so much if your hands are meeting in the center or if they're crossing, but you know that we've just gone 4, 5, we're sitting back, and we're going to do shoulder rolls. So I think it looks really nice if there's some overlap or some sort of concise thing like this happening. So you could aim to get your arms in this position if that's the simplest way for you to think about it. It's really not something that I am conscious of when I do it, so I know that every time I do it, it's going to be slightly different. And if you're really new to this and you need that exact position to attempt, I would recommend one hand on top of the other, and then the shoulders are just going to roll as you come down and up. So facing the mirror, from the circle, we'll go down, up, circle, 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 dip, up, in, flip the veil, cross over your tummy, 1, 2, 3, big step, step back. And as you're coming back, see if you can coordinate that with the flip. So we'll try that a few times. We'll go 8, 1, 2, 3, big step on 4. And as you're coming back, flip. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, one more time, and then we'll talk about the hand coming up. From the circle, 2, down, up. 1, 2, 3, 4, down, up, flip. 1, 2, 3, step 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8. So the left hand is going to end up on the hip, and if you can see what's happening there, I usually end up with a little bit of veil between me and my skin, but if I come straight out, my hand is in the same position, the veil is held the same way, so it's flipped, my palm is already covered, and I'm just bringing it to my hip. The other hand is sort of going to let the veil slide off of it, and then come out to the head. If you're holding the veil correctly, it should just pull this top edge of the fabric straight, and you should be able to come up. Now, if for some reason that doesn't happen, don't freak out about it. Just go with it. If sometimes we get too many flips and we go like this and our hand is still here, that's okay, because most likely your veil is going to create a really nice frame, and there will be a chance to correct in the future. So sometimes if we've done one too many flips like this, we might just have to drop the hand down and let everything fall towards the ground, which is what's going to happen after the shoulder rolls, before the left hip. Our hands are going to come down, giving us a chance to release any knots we've made. So just hold out until then. All right, from the spin, one more time. Down, up, circle, 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 dip, up and in, flip, and cross your tummy. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 1, 2, bring the hand up towards your head, and then you're going to do 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. On this one, I like to play. As you might have noticed, I'm not super specific. These are suggestions. So you have to figure out what appeals to your personality a little bit more and what looks better on your body type. This one, depending on where your veil ends up, could be framing. So if it's down like this, you can still see my hip. But sometimes your hip might end up being covered, and so it might look a little strange. In a performance setting where you can't see yourself, you might not notice that. But in practice, you can play and sort of be prepared to see what it will look like in either circumstance. So you have 2 options. You can keep the hand on the hip as you come around, or you can sort of create a little tension here. I really like this, especially when I'm not working with the veil. If I'm doing something like that, it's really cute. So you decide if you like how that looks with the veil. I'm likely to switch between the hip and the arms sticking out as we go. So just choose which version you like and stick with it as we practice this. Both arms are flipped. Roll, roll. Pull the hand up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Drop, drop. Hips come around and back to neutral. 4, left, left, left. Step, quick turn, and as you quick turn, bring your hands around you. If you get caught on your butt like this, just keep the arms low and circle the shoulders, and then bring your arms into frame. Hopefully, if you're making a quick turn, you've also pulled your hands up a little bit so you're catching air and you're able to go back into that wrap, but either way it's fine. Okay, so let's try again from the spin. Down, up, hips. 1, 2, 3, 4, dip, and flip. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The goal at the end is to be in this position. So one arm is up, palm towards the head, and one arm is down, palm towards the hips. So we have this nice sort of 80s frame, and it usually makes a really nice line with the veil. So we've just done a quick turn and step back on the left so that we have the right foot forward and prepped for the next section. And hopefully you manage to get enough air to pull the arms across each other again. And then down. This one can be nice and gentle. Don't worry about the whole circle being seen. Take your time and really let this hand pull the veil in case it's caught on anything else. This one will pull the tension across the top of the veil to sort of untangle it in any position. If for some reason you're still here, or you've ended up with some kind of knot around your hand, then this is a good chance to release it down. And you can always flick out your hand or something like that to release any of the tension. As we're going around in the circle, you might need to play with this. I don't usually have this problem anymore, but in the beginning of working with the veil, I can see how it might be tempting or possible to step on your veil. So if you feel like that's going to happen, here's what you can do. As your circle, 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 you can sort of pull the veil out of your way, or just flick it like this. So we'll go with the spin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And as you come 5, the arms are here. I'll do it one more time away from the camera. Left, left, left. Plant the left foot, pull the right arm across. Good. Let's do the whole thing 2 times without music, and then we'll go and get a little bit faster with the music. From the spin. 1, down, up, hips. 1, 2, 3, 4, dip. 1, 2, 3, and flip. 1, 2, 3, step. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One more time. Spin. Down, up, right, right, right. Right, and dip. Up, 2, flip. 1, 2, 3, step 4, 5, roll, roll, and up. 1, 2, 3, drop, drop, turn, around, and left, 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 turn, roll, roll, vertical circle. Okay, nice. Let's try with music. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this. Please let me know if you have any questions or if you have a preference for a certain filming angle. I had to change the camera today because there's a bunch of writing on the mirror here, and since I'm renting the studio, we do the best we can. I'm trying to make the background as least distracting as possible, but please let me know either way if the background is too distracting, if you prefer the solid purple, or if you didn't even notice and I'm stressing myself out over nothing, just let me know. It's helpful to have your feedback. I know this is covering a really short section of the music, but it's one of the more complicated things that we're going to be doing. So I'm going to end the video here, and look for 3, 2. Depends on China's upload schedule. Woo-hoo. Thanks for your support and interest. I really appreciate it, and I hope you're enjoying this as much as I am. Bye! Is that you, Tubiana?